It's midnight, and so it's time for our midnight oil multiple choice CSEC paper 1 class. All right, so get ready, where we have 60 multiple choice questions to go through. And here's our schedule of live classes before we do that. Hello CSEC math students, I know you are busy preparing for your math tests and your CSEC exams coming up. I have a very important question to ask you. Do you like my new hat? Thank you. Now another important question. Have you ever gotten a math problem wrong simply because of making one little mistake? I'm sure you have, as thousands of other students have. Now in this series we're going to be looking at the common mistakes that students make with all the topics in CSEC Math. We're going to look at the common errors, demystify everything. Make sure you watch every video in this series so that you can avoid making those mistakes. So stay tuned. Hello scholars. Did you know that most times when students get problems wrong in mathematics is as a result of one single error or one mistake? Well, this is absolutely true, and we're going to be looking at the common errors that students make in the different topics in mathematics. If we know the errors beforehand, we can certainly avoid making them. Are you ready? Come on, take my hand. All right, guys, so here we are. It's midnight. All right, so let's welcome Asar. Are you there? Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning, Asar, and good morning, Imani. Imani. Morning, Imani. I'm not hearing you. Can you rejoin for me, Imani? All right, so let me share my screen quickly. Morning, Imani. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so this is the 2011 January paper. All right, so we're gonna go through this one. So Asar, you take question 1.
What percentage of 30 is 60?
6.
6. So x over 100 times 30 equals 6.
Mm-mm. No, that's not how we set it out. So in other words, you're saying 6 is what percent of 30? You're expressing 6 as a percentage of 30.
Well, 6 over 100 times 30.
6 over 30. 6 over 30 times 100. So a while ago you were saying what? X. Oh, so you're saying what percent of what?
30 equals 6.
30 equals 6. Okay, yeah. So we could do it like that. It's the same thing. So you'd end up cross multiplying. So 6 times 100 over 30. Okay, so it's the same thing we end up with. All right, so work that out for me. Same thing.
The zeros cancel.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get 60 divided by 3, which is equal to 20%.
So we can say 3 into 6, 2. All right, so that's C, 20%. Imani?
Okay, wait. Number 2, the number 3.1406 written correct to 3 decimal places is missed, so we're going to underline the 4 since that's the place that we're wrong with
3,
the upper
3.
one. The 0 is we're underlining the 0 since that's the place that we're to round up
Mm-hmm.
on. And the number beside it is greater than 5, so we're going to add 1 to the 0. So it would
Mm-hmm.
be 3.141, which is B.
Okay. All right, Asar?
Number 4. Number 3. Express 4 and 3 over 8 as a decimal. Correct to 3 significant figures. Well, 4 and 3 over 8 is equals to 35 over 8.
Decimal.
35 over 8. And then we change that to a decimal.
All right, so 35 over 8, which gives
Which gives 4.4 or 4.357.
so 3 significant figures. 4.357 or
4.375.
375. Okay, 4.375. And we're rounding to 3 significant figures. So that's 1, 2, 3. So round it off there.
Well, the answer would be 4.38.
Imani?
Learners. Number 4, there are 40 students in a class. Make up 60% of the class. 25% of the girls wear glasses. How many girls in the class wear glasses? This you find 60% of 40. So over 100.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Would be um, so cancel zeros and that would give you 24. We're going to find 25% of 24 to see how many girls are in classes. So 35 times 24. 25 into 100 goes 4 times, and 4 into 24 goes 6 times. So the answer is girls.
Hmm?
Mr. Answer girls.
Okay. Asar?
Number 5. If $560 is shared in the ratio 2:39, the difference between the largest and the smallest shares is, well, so 560 divided by 14.
Where the 14 come from?
All those numbers added together.
Mm-hmm.
Multiplied by the smallest one, which is 2. Okay.
So you're
Um.
multiplying that by 2.
So it's 40.
That gives 40.
No, that gives 80.
Mm-hmm.
And then is the largest is 360.
Where you get
Largest
that?
is 9.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you find the difference of the two, it
Mm-hmm.
would be 280. So the answer is C.
All right. So we could have, after we divided the 560 by 14, we could have subtracted here first. So 9 minus 2, 7, and multiplied this gave us what? 30? 40? So multiply the 40 by the 7. So instead of working it out first and then subtract, we could subtract the 2 from the 9, give 7, and multiply that by the 40. Either way, we get our answer. Imani?
Okay, number 6. If 60% of a number is 90, what is the number? So, Mr. would be 60% of x equals 90.
Mm-hmm. So n would be
And 90 times, 90 times 100 over 60.
mm-hmm.
Second. Um, 3 into 6 and 3 into 9. Or, okay. So it would be 900. Let's see. And that would be 150 minutes. That's C.
All right, Asa.
Number 7. 1 negative half cube is the same as
So that's
uh,
negative a half times negative a half times negative a half.
the power is an odd number, so you put back the negative,
Mm-hmm.
and then you multiply the top number by 3, which is 1, and the bottom number, sorry, cube the bottom number, and you get 8. So the answer is negative 1 over 8. Okay.
All right, Imani. Yes. What's the highest common factor? The set numbers. 54 is 72, 90. So the factors are 54. Wait, should we look them up or just do? You can just tell me. So basically, we're finding what the factor is a number that can go into another number without leaving in there. Mm-hmm. So, oh, so the highest of these new numbers is 18. Hmm? Miss 18. 18, okay. Alright, Asa.
Number 9. If 3n is an odd number, which of the following is an even number? 3 times a number, 3 times a number is odd, which means that to make it an even number, we just have to subtract 1. So the answer would be A.
Okay. So if we start with an odd number and we want to get an even number, we can either add 1 or subtract 1. So it's 3n minus 1. Imani? Okay. Number. Oh, I can see the number. By number 10. By the distributive law of 39 times 17, 39 times 3 equal. So that would be 49 times 2 is D. 49 times. Say that again? Times 2. This seems 17 plus 3 would be in the bracket and it would be 49. 17 plus 3. Okay. Which is what you're saying? 20? Yes. Oh, 49 times 20. Yes, miss. Okay. All right. Asar number 11.
Number 11. Which of the following sets is equivalent to A, B, C, D? The answer would be C, P, Q, R, S.
What do we mean by equivalent sets?
Equivalent means it's the same as.
In terms of sets, when sets are equivalent,
In terms of characters, or
in
what's
terms
in
of the number of elements. So ABCD has 4 elements, so we need a set that has 4 elements. So that's correct. Equivalent sets have the same amount of elements. Imani? Number 12. If the universal set 3, 5, 6, 8, and is 3, 6, then the number of elements a complement is. So a complement is all the numbers outside of it. So that would be 1, 5, 8, and the number that would be 3 numbers. So. Alright, so we'd cross out the 3 and the 6.
And we have 1, 5, 8. So three numbers are in the complement. So A complement would be what's not in A.
Yes.
All right, Asar.
Number 13. In the Venn diagram above, the shaded area represents what's not in P, so P complement
Okay.
is A.
All right. So if this is P, what's outside here is what's not in P. So that's P complement. Imani.
Okay. Number 4. In the figure above, X represents the set of multiples of Y represents the set of multiples of 5. This region represents all this. This region represents the set of all multiples of in X it would be multiples of 4, so 4, 16, oh, 8, and in Y multiples of 5, so 5, 10, 15. And shaded would be common multiple.
Okay. So
Okay,
common
so
multiples of 4 and 5.
yes, please.
So which one is a common multiple of 4 and 5?
Makes the common multiple of 4 and 5 is D 20.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, Asar.
Number 15. A plot of land is valued at 18,000. Land tax is charged at a rate of $0.70
70 cents.
cents per $100. What is the total amount of tax to be paid for the land? Well, so 70 cents is taxed every 80 every $180.
So 70 cents over $100 would be 1,000 cents, right? So it's 70 cents over one. We're just changing this to cents since that is in cents. All right, so what would it be?
It would be 7 times 18,
Mm-hmm.
which is 126.
All right. You need to say the letter too, right, Asa?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Imani.
Okay. Number 16. Address cost $180. Address which $180 is being sold at a discount of 10%. The amount of the discount is so it would be 10% 180.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
um 10, 10, so it would be C $18 since they only asked for the discount, the amount of the
Okay.
discount.
All right. Okay, Asara.
Number 17. The table above shows the rates charged by an insurance company. How much will a person pay for his insurance if his house is valued at $50,000 and the contents at $10,000? His insurance is 50 cents per $100
Mm-hmm.
and the contents insurance is 25 cents per $100.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be 50 multiplied by 100 and
Let's
2
express it at so 50 cents over $100. Same like what we did a while ago. We're just changing the $100 to cents, right? So that would be the percent of the insurance, and insurance is what, 50,000? And this gives what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That gives what?
250.
250. And for the contents, it is what? 25 cents per 1,000 cents, or $100, times what? 10,000 for the contents. So that cancels. All right, so how much is it then?
$275.
Right, so it will be 250 plus the 25. Letter.
$903.
All right, so sometimes you forget to tell me the letter. Sorry. Imani number 18.
Number 18. A man bought for $200 and sold it to gain $50. What was his gain as a percentage of the cost? So it would be 200 over 50 times 100. So, wait, no. 250 over 200 times 100.
They want the gain as a percentage of the cost price.
Oh, so the $50 is over the 200.
Mhm.
250 is 25. So it would be 25%.
Okay, Asar.
Number 19. If the simple interest on $800 for 3 years is $54, what is the rate of interest per annum? I don't want the rate,
So
please.
rate is
Simple interest
interest times 100.
over principal times time.
Principal times time. So the rate would be, interest is
$54
54
times 100
times 100.
over 800 times 2.
800 times 3. So the hundreds cancel. And 3 into 54.
18 times.
All right, so 8 into 13.
110.
Wait, let's double check something. Simple interest on $800 for 3 years is 54. Interest times 100 over the principal times the time. That is the rate of interest per annum. What are we overlooking here?
Miss, where did you get the 13 from?
Oh, hold on. Okay, so we're saying, so it would be 18.
Yes, miss.
All right, so 18. And 18 to 18 goes 2
2
times.
times made the 1 over.
It's 2 1/4.
What isn't it 2.5?
Mm-mm. 2 times remainder 2/8, which cancels
Oh,
to a quarter. So which letter is that?
that is B.
Alright. Okay, Imani number 20.
Okay, next, number 20. A customer buys a table and hire purchase. He makes a deposit of $306 and pays 6 monthly installments of $60 each. The total cost to the customer is so that would be for the down payment is $50
Hmm?
or 6 months. So it would be 60 times 6 for the 6 monthly installment,
Mm-hmm.
and that would be $360, and that would be 306 times. I mean, plus the
Mm-hmm.
it's $306.
360. Oh, it's
Yes, Miss
306. Oh, this is 6.
James.
Okay.
Miss, 660.
Oh, alright. So that would be which one?
No, this C, $666.
Okay. Alright. Hold on. Alright, Asar. 31.
And 21. A man
31. Oh,
pays
21. Yeah.
a man pays 60 cents for every 200 meters cube of gas used, plus a fixed charge of $13.75. How much does he pay when he uses 55,000 meters cube of gas? Well, we divide that by 200 to see
Divide
how
what?
many meters cube.
Divide,
55,000.
say, 55,000 divided by 200. And that gives
22.
22. Mm-hmm.
Um,
And what next?
sorry, it's not 22. It's 275.
275. 75.
Yes, miss.
Okay.
And then we multiply that figure by by um
So it's 60 cents for every 200. So it multiplied by the 60
uh
cents.
by 60.
Mhm. And that gives us
One 165.
165.
$6.
Alright.
And then you add back $13.75.
Alright, so you add the 165 to the fixed price of $13.75. And that gives what?
$178.75. Well, the answer is D.
Alright, Imani.
Yes. Number 22. One company employs 12 gardeners at $26 per day and 8 clerks at $13 per day. This is the mean daily wage in dollars of the 20 employees. So, so it would be 12 times 26 plus 8 times 17.
So what's the 12 times 26?
12 times is 312.
Mm-hmm. And the 17 times 8,
17 times 8 is 130. So we're going to
136.
yes, miss. We're going to add them and divide by 20 to get the mean.
Okay.
So 312 plus 26, that would be 148.
Mm-hmm.
48 divided by 20 is $22.40 to C.
Okay, Asar.
Number 22. Well, first, we already have the lowest common multiple.
Mm-hmm.
So we just need to add the numerator.
Maybe excuse me.
Okay. So 5x is the LCM. And you
And
said we add the numerators.
so, yeah, so you're gonna have 6 over 5x. Well, the
Mm-hmm.
answer is D.
Okay. All right. Number 24. If x is an integer that satisfies the inequality, 2x is greater than 4 and less than or equal to 6, then, all right, so we can cancel everything here by 2. So we'd end up with 2x less than or equal to 3, which is a, all right, sorry, 25.
Yeah, 25. The expression minus 2 bracket x minus 4 is the same as minus 2x plus 8. So,
So we're
uh,
expanding the bracket using the distributive law. So negative 2 times x, negative 2x, and negative 2 times negative 4.
positive 8. Well,
Better.
answer is D.
Okay. All right, so again, we're expanding the bracket using the distributive law. 3a times a, so that's 3a squared. 3a times 2b is 6ab, and negative b times 2a is minus 2ab, and negative b times negative 3a is positive 3b squared. So that would give us 3a squared, and 6ab minus 2ab is positive 4ab plus 3b squared. So that's b. Okay, that's b.
Number 27.
Hmm?
Number 27.
Imani, are you back?
Yes,
Oh,
miss.
Alright, Asar, 27.
um, if mn is equal to root mn minus n squared, then 5 3 is equal to, so 5 is equal to m, 3 is equal to n,
Mm-hmm.
or 5 times 3
Mm-hmm.
minus 3 squared,
Mm-hmm.
or 15 minus 9,
Mm-hmm.
so 6, the answer is A, so it's 6.
Okay, Imani.
Okay, so number 28. John has marbles and knocks twice as many. Max gives sorry. Oh, Max gives Tom five of his marbles. How many marbles does Max have? Oh, I think that's not the so miss it would be 2 minus 5 since Max has the amount of 1
Mm-hmm.
and he gave out
So John has X, Max has 2X, and Max gives away 5, so 2X minus 5. What letter is that?
that is D.
Okay, Asar.
Number 29. Given that 3 times 3x minus 1
3
negative
times
2
X minus 1.
uh, negative 2 times x minus 1 is equal to 7, then the value of x is negative 2 times x minus 1 is equal to 7. So negative 2x plus
No,
2.
what about this part?
Oh, we need that part. Uh,
So expand the brackets.
3x minus 3
Mm-hmm.
minus 2x plus 2 equals 7.
Mm-hmm.
What would be x minus 1 equals 7?
Mm-hmm. Tell me what to do now, sir.
What would be x equal 8? The answer is C.
Alright, Imani.
Connect number 2. When x is subtracted from a number and the result is multiplied by 3, the final answer is 21. What is the original number? So, okay, so a minus x equals, oh, minus, when x subtracted from a number, minus x, the result
Mm-hmm.
is 3. So it would be 3 times n minus x. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
and the answer is 21.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the original? That would
I think there was a mistake here with the either the N or the X should have been a digit because we'd have two variables. So something was missing from this. I think this should have been a number, right? Okay, so we can leave it at that. All right.
so number 31. Sum of two numbers x and y is 18. Their difference is 14. What? Which pair is equal to decide the value of state? Let me assume
Hold on, who did the last one?
Is the last
Oh,
one
we
the
didn't do that
number?
one. Alright, so go
Yes.
ahead.
You say the A since the sum, which would be adding is 18, and the difference is which is subtracting
Okay.
them is
So x plus y is the sum, x minus y is the difference. Okay, Asar.
Number 32. The volume of a cube whose edges is 6 centimeters long is.
So that's the cube. Same length. So if the edge is 6, that's a cube. That's 6, that's 6, that's 6. Since it's a cube, all sides are the same. So how do we find the volume of a cube?
3 times side cube.
So it's the side times itself 3 times. So that would be 6 times 6 times 6, which is
216 centimeters cubed. So the answer is D.
all right. Imani.
okay. 2,500 millimeters expressed in meters is so Miss
Mm-hmm.
come down with the difference in percent.
Changing millimeters to meters.
So, so that would be 1 to 3 places up. So we divide 2,500 by 1,000. So that would be 2.5 is 0.5 meters. B.
All right. Asar.
Number 34. The distance around the edge of a circular pond is 88 meters. The radius in meters is.
So the circumference is
Uh,
88. So they want the radius. Circumference is what?
Circumference is 88 meters.
2 pi, all right?
Oh, that's nice.
All right, so the circumference is 88.
So
And
that
that's
means
2 times pi
radius.
times the radius. Okay, so the radius is
So um uh, the radius is 88 divided by 2 pi.
which is
Um,
which letter?
oh, letter D.
Okay. Imani.
Number 35. A car travels 80 kilometers in 1.5 hours. What speed in kilometers per hour?
So
So
speed is
yes,
distance over time.
yes, so it would be 8 divided by 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be 80 times 2 over 5. So
Mm-hmm.
um, 5 to 8 would be 16 times. And 16 times 2 is 32. Which is B.
Okay, Asar.
Number 36. Item 36 refers to the diagram below. The area of the quadrilateral above is
What's the name of that quadrilateral?
parallelogram.
Mm-mm. Trapezium.
Uh,
And the area of a trapezium is, remember,
The
so we
area of
add
the
we add
trapezium.
the two parallel sides, divide it by 2 times the height. And the two parallel sides would be which two sides?
8 and 12.
8 and the 12, they are parallel. Alright, so the area would be what then?
12 plus
8
8.
plus the 12 divided by 2. And what's the height?
3 means 3 centimeters.
3. Alright, so 8 plus 12 is
20
20 divided by 2
is 10.
times 3.
30 centimeters squared. So
Mm,
answer is C.
okay. Imani?
Okay, measure 37. The lengths of the side of the triangle are x, 2x, and 2x
So
centimeters.
x, 2x, and
2x
2x again. So what
plus
kind of triangle is it?
plus 6
These two sides are equal.
extra.
Huh?
Measure an
Okay, all right. And the perimeter is 20. So the distance around it is 20. All right. So what we're going to do?
So we're going to say 2 plus 2 plus x equals 20. And that would
2x
be
plus 2x.
5 plus 20.
Mhm.
We'll divide 20 by 5 and have x by 5. And that would give us x equals 4, which is 8.
Okay, Asar.
Item 38 refers to the following diagram. The diagram above, not drawn to scale, shows a cylinder of radius 3 centimeters and height of 8 centimeters. The volume is
So the volume
volume
of a cylinder is,
pi r squared times height.
so the area of the base, which is pi r squared, times the height. So that would give, so the radius is 3, right? So is what? Pi. And they have pi left in the answer. See that?
Mhm.
All right. So it's pi
So it's 9 pi.
times 3 squared times 8.
Um,
So this is 9 times 8. So what's the final answer?
72 pi centimeters cubed.
72 times pi.
So answer is C.
Mhm. All right, number 39. Imani.
Number 39. A man leaves home at 22:15 and reaches destination at 400 hours per day in day time. How many hours did the journey take? So
So this is in army time. So 22:15 is what time?
means that would be 10:15.
So 10:15 p.m.
And then he got there at 4 a.m.
4 a.m. the next morning. So how many hours that?
6 hours, 6 and 4 hours.
You sure? 10:15 to
Wait,
11:15. So that's 1, 12:15.
oh,
1, 2, 3, 4.
10:15 to 11:15, 11:15 to 12:15, 12:15, 1:15 to 2:15, 1:15 to 2:15, 2:15 to 3:15, and 3:15 to Oh, B is 5 3 quarter.
So it's 5 hours and 45 minutes or 5 and 3/4 hours.
Yes.
All right, Asar.
Items 40 to 42 refer to the diagram below, which shows the sport chosen by 160 boys who participated in a games evening at their school.
All right, so we have what?
What's the
45
question?
degrees, yeah, for boxing. The number of boys who chose football, that's what they want
Uh,
for, for number 40.
so that quarter of the boys chose to play football.
So why do you say it's a quarter?
Sorry, because that's a right angle. A right angle is quarter of a circle.
Okay. So we could have put it as 90 over the 360 or a quarter. So you're saying a quarter of the boys, which is
Which is 40. Well, the answer is A.
okay. Imani.
Number 41. How many boys participated in cricket? So,
So cricket would be here.
90 plus 90 plus 40. Okay, so it would be 90 plus 90 plus 45 plus 2.
90 plus 90 plus 45 for cricket.
Miss, no, miss, I'm trying to guess the percentage that cricket
So
takes
look,
place.
all right, focus on this here. This is 45, this is 45, right?
Yes, miss.
And these two make a straight line. So cricket would be the
Oh,
180 minus 45. So 180
one.
minus 45 is what?
Miss, that would be 135 and 185 over 360 times 160. Since that's the amount
Mm-hmm.
of participating. These boys, which is B.
How much you get?
Miss 60 B.
Um, what you use to cancel? Remember, it's multiple choice, so let's work it down.
Or Miss
So 4
60
into
divided
that
by
4,
4 and
4 into that
60.
9,
Miss, and
and 9 into
185
this.
divided by 9 is 15
Okay,
and
all right.
15 times 60.
Number
Sorry.
43.
Mm-hmm.
The probability that a boy chosen at random participates in boxing is.
So boxing. Boxing is 45 degrees.
That means boxing. Uh, Wait, can I go back on boxing? Uh,
45.
so, so if football is 40, then that means that boxing must be 20, cause 45 is half of, cause 45 is half of 90.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's the way you're
Wait,
working it. So you're saying is what?
so I'm saying it's 40 out of, sorry, 20 out of 160,
Mm-hmm. Which is
which is 5 over 1 over 8. Well, the answer is 8.
all right. So we could have also expressed it as the 45 degrees for boxing over the full 360 degrees, and we would have gotten the 1/8. Imani?
Number 43. The median of those So Mr. R in numerical orders. So the median would be we're going to cancel on each side. So one cancels, so cancel one,
Mm-hmm.
75, 720, with another 5, 7 cancels,
Mm-hmm.
it's, and that would be 7. Wait, did I do that? I don't think I did that right.
So we have 6 and 7 in the middle.
Oh, yes, miss. So 6 plus 7 would be 13 divided by 2 would be C, 6, or 6.5.
All right, Asar.
Number 44. A bag contains 2 red, 4 yellow, and 6 blue balls. The probability of drawing a blue ball from the bag at random is.
So the blue balls.
So that probability would be 6 out of all the 12 of them.
So 2 plus 4 plus 6 is 12. And it's 6 blue balls, so 6 over 12. And that cancels too.
A half, so the answer is A.
Okay. Imani.
Number 45. The length of 30 cabbage leaves measured to the nearest centimeter as the information is shown in the table above. The class boundaries are
All right, so for the class boundary, you need to subtract the two end numbers. So 15 minus 14, which is 1, and we divide that by 2, so that's 0.5. So we need to subtract 0.5 from the lower ends and add 0.5 to the upper ends. So which one of these would that give?
oh, means that would be C. Since 10 minus 0.5 is 9.5 to the up
Okay.
is
All right, Asar.
Number 46. Which of the following line graphs represents f of.
So read from the middle. So x is
So
greater
x
than,
is greater than negative 2 and x is less than or equal to 4.
okay.
X um why is 2?
All right, so negative
That's 2.
2.
So x is greater than 2, so that's A, and less than or equal to 4. So I think the answer is A.
All right. So because it's just greater than negative 2, we don't shade this. But this one is less than or equal to, so we shade that. All right, so it's A. Imani.
number 47. Is the function of x squared minus x minus the function of negative 5 equals this. We're going to substitute x for negative 5. So
Mhm.
negative 5, negative 5 squared minus negative 5 plus 1.
Mhm.
That would be 25 plus 5 minus 1. So that would be 30 minus 1, which is 29, which is B.
Mhm. Asar.
Number 48. The straight line AB cuts the y-axis at.
So this is the y-axis. So at what point is this? Where it cuts the y-axis.
I need to zoom out a bit.
Hmm?
Or I need to zoom out a bit.
I'm not hearing.
Um,
We want the x value and the y value of this point.
so that would be 0 and -2.
Mhm. Which is
So that's D.
okay. All right, Imani, 49.
Number 49. Which of the following represents the graph of a function? So that would be so only put I have one x value and one y value.
Okay.
This is
All right. So for the others, so when you look at the graph of a function, you should be able to draw a straight line down from any point and only have one point, one value. If we draw a straight line down here, we'd have two values. This, all the values are the same. Here we have three values for y. All right, so this is the function. Anywhere you draw a straight line down, it gives you only one value for y.
Number 50. The arrow diagram above shows a function. Which of the following best describes the function? The function is y is equal to x plus 3. So the answer is A.
All right, so in other words, you're asking us, what are we doing to the x values to get the y values, right? So for each of them, we're adding 3 to the x values to get the y. So that's A. Imani?
okay. Next, um, number 50. The range of the function of x is
Which maps
for
onto
which maps to x cubed with domain -2 to 2 is. This so would be the since we're cubing all the values,
Mhm,
so -2 cubed -8,
mhm,
-1 cubed -1, 0 cubed is 0, 1 cubed +1, and 2 cubed is +8.
mhm. So we're cubing each of these values to get the range. This is our domain, our x values, and we're cubing each of them. So this is what we get. Asar?
Number 52. What is the measure of angle BAC?
So it's saying they have the same radius. So this is a construction question, right? That would be a 90-degree. And where the two, once
So,
the radii are the same and the two of them cross each other there, so that's a
so,
60-degree,
oh,
60-degree angle. All right, do that one, Asa.
um, in the diagram AB is parallel to CD. Angle JKB is equal to 125 degrees. MLD is
So they
so
want
angle JKB is
MLD. So
125.
they want this angle, right?
Mm.
And JKB. So this is 125 here. And they want this one.
Uh, so do it's on a straight line with JM. So 180.
So this angle is the same as this one. So these
So
two are on a straight line. Okay, so 180
minus 125. and and get 45. Sorry, 55.
Mhm.
Well, the answer is B, 55 degrees.
Okay, Imani.
Okay, miss. Item of following diagram. In the right angle triangle above, trying to scale, uh, angle Q is 90 degrees. P is 50 centimeters. PR is 120 centimeters. And RQ is centimeters. The tangent of PRQ is this. So,
So this is the angle from P to R to Q. They want the tangent.
so the tangent is adjacent over the opposite. So the
Mm-mm.
adjacent
Opposite over adjacent.
is over here. So that would
Mm-hmm.
be 50 over x. So that
Mm-hmm.
would be 50 over x.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Asar.
Item 55. In the diagram above, the translation by which AB is mapped onto A
A
complement
prime, A
by
prime, B prime.
B prime is represented by. Wait, so I want to read this again. In diagram above, the translation by which AB is mapped onto. Oh, so we have B being you add 2 to the x value and 1 to the y value. Um,
So B is what? 5, 7.
yeah.
So
Oh, that
B is 5, 7. And B prime is
B prime is
7,
7.
8. So what are we doing to the X value
We're adding 2.
to get that? So we add 2, and what we do to the Y value?
Add 1.
So
So
that's
answer
2,
is
1, which is
B.
B. All right, Imani.
Um, Number 56. AB is parallel to EC. Calculate the angle BB.
So they want this angle then.
Oh, right. So it would be. Oh, since it says the angle needs to be um, 180 minus 40 BDC would be 4 degrees, and that would give us BDE. So that would be C 140 degrees.
Correct. So these two lines are parallel. So these two angles add up to 180. Asar.
Number 57. The triangle LMN is rotated in a clockwise direction about L through an angle of 90 degrees. What is this image?
So if we rotate this clockwise, 90-degree from this line
So,
would be there. So it would look something like that.
mhm.
So which one is that?
So that would be B. Um,
Right, B. Okay, Imani.
Number 58. In the diagram above, if the line y equals x rotated clockwise about the origin through 90 degrees, what image?
So anti-clockwise and 90-degree. So that's the line now. So what's the equation of that line?
Means that would be y equals negative x.
Okay, so that's the line. So this is the line y equal x. That's the line y equals negative x. Okay, Asar.
number 59. How many triangles congruent to ADE would be needed to cover the rectangle ABCD entirely. So we have
Congruent means exactly same size. Alright, so
the two of
that's
them make up
one.
two squares. So
They're not
therefore,
squares, they're rectangles.
we would need six of them.
6 of them. Mm-hmm.
So answer is B.
Okay. Imani?
Number 16. In each of the diagrams shown below, A complement is the A prime, sorry, is the image of A. The following diagram shows a reflection of the X. Oh,
And we did that just this week, huh?
this is
Reflection in the x-axis.
so
So in which one is the x-axis the mirror line?
in
Hmm?
would it
This one. Yeah, this one
yes
is, so this is the mirror line cutting the image and the object in two.
yes
So that's okay. So we have come to the end and it's just 1:15 roughly. All right, so we made good time. All right. 1 hour and 17 minutes. So we have done over 60 questions. Thank you, scholars, for being with me and working our way through these 60 questions as usual. I'm going to release you now to go and get your rest, as I too will go and get my rest. All right, so thank you. Bye, Asar. Bye, Imani.
by by
Bye, miss.
See
Bye,
you
bye.
later later today. See you later this morning. All right, guys. So we're at the end of our multiple choice questions. Please be reminded of our schedule. So here we go. Hello, CSEC math students. I know you are busy preparing for your math tests and your CSEC exams coming up. I have a very important question to ask you. Do you like my new hat? Thank you. Now, another important question. Have you ever gotten a math problem wrong simply because of making one little mistake? I'm sure you have, as thousands of other students have. Now, in this series, we're going to be looking at the common mistakes that students make with all the topics in CSEC Math. We're going to look at the common errors, demystify everything. Make sure you watch every video in this series so that you can avoid making those mistakes. So stay tuned. Hello, scholars. Did you know that most times when students get problems wrong in mathematics is as a result of one single error or one mistake? Well, this is absolutely true, and we're going to be looking at the common errors that students make in the different topics in mathematics. If we know the errors beforehand, we can certainly avoid making them. Are you ready? Come on, take my hand.